Alright, so today we are going to be looking at a mobile game called Cubic Sandbox. Now this is, like in the name, is a sandbox game and it's a free game on the App Store. I'm not sure if it is on Google Play, but I think it probably is. But I know for sure, for a fact, that this is on the App Store on all Apple devices. So once you open up the app, you get a screen that looks like this. And this game's pretty interesting. So let's start right here, which is hit start, and you're gonna see that you can have either single player or multiplayer. Now, multiplayer, like many mobile games, you can create a room, and you can join a public room, and that's for if you want to play with friends or you want to play, over with other people in public. So, but today we're just gonna focus on single player. So we're going to go ahead and click on single player mode. Now you're going to see that there are 5 maps: the desert, the green field, airport, military base, and small town. Now the airport, military base, small town are pre-built for you, but you can edit anything you want, or you can also build stuff. Now the desert and green field is just a flat out world, kind of like a Minecraft super flat world. But I'm not going to show you all of the worlds right now. However, I will show you the small town. Alright, so once you are in, you will see that that there are shops and buildings around. Now that is just the town this is just the city map. Now you also get a gun, which is pretty interesting. Now this gun, it has unlimited ammo, and you only have a pistol, that's it. To shoot, you just click on the scope here, and you don't really get a scope, but you can fire like that. Just fire if you want. Alright, and then you can edit buildings. Actually, no, you cannot edit buildings that are already pre-built for you. However, you can build stuff. So by clicking on the 4 square grid on top right here, you can see that you'll have an inventory. The first thing on the left here is, you get different categories. The first one is building blocks, so you can build stuff. You can create stuff such as, for items, you got fruits, you got different items. You can scroll through here. I'm not going to go through everything. Obviously, there's a lot. And for house, you can build structures such as walls, doorway, windows, stairs, floors. Furniture, you have chairs, clocks, tables, beds, computers, TVs, drawers, everything, stoves that you can build. And for buildings, for next category here, is the building. You can spawn buildings, literally build them right here. Wherever there is open space, you see it's green. And if it's green, and if you want to build it there, you can click the check mark right here. See, but if it's obstructing something, it's going to be red. And if you try to place it down, it's not going to place. But you can build buildings here. And it's pretty interesting. This game's not really widely known. Not many people know about this. But it's very interesting. You can all sorts of different buildings. You can place them like so. And you also have military buildings, which are like tents. You can build a nice big tent here. You can have a nice tower here, like a lookout tower. You can also climb this ladder, but it's kind of tricky. You kind of have to jump onto it. There we go. And then and then final category here are vehicles. Now you have cars, trucks, buses, ambulance, police cars, and then you also have motorcycles. You have one type of motorcycle of different colors over here, and they're pretty slow though, and then they don't really have good brakes. In air, you also have 3 colors of helicopters, which you can fly around the city and fly around anywhere you want. Kind of hard. They're okay. The control of these are okay, just not great, but they're pretty good. But we're not going to stay in this map. We're going to actually leave the room, click play and go single player. And you can also create maps and you can save them. So for example, if I click the save button right here to the right of create room, you can see that I have a town called Crazy Town. Now originally this was a super flat world that I built. So see these buildings, I started building a town over here. We got some apartment buildings, a coffee shop, business buildings, more business buildings, and you got a house that is still in production that I've started building. I'm not exactly sure where this is going, but I built this, kind of built some structures. One thing I don't really like about the items here is that the stove here looks absolutely tiny, and I didn't know that originally when I built the kitchen, so I built it really big. But the stove is pretty small, so it's weird. And you can't really sit in seats. That would be cool. I mean, you do have a gun though. So anyway, and also this trash can here is probably the world's tiniest trash can. And I have to work on the alignment here. It's kind of weird. Can't sit in these couches either. But and you even got game console here, the Nintendo game console. You can climb stairs. I'm not really finished with this, but it's just something. And one thing that would be cool is if we could actually walk into these buildings. So right now it's just kind of block. Can't really walk into these buildings. And I have a bus. I spawn here. I spawned in a bus here, sitting here. But yeah. So this is the main street. This is like the street I started on with building. The main road, and you got traffic lights here. You can place down. And if you turn on the left here, you can see that there are more buildings. Actually, no, I just built this today. It's a pretty interesting building. It's a tall building that I built out of the building materials instead of actually spawning in a pre-built building. So so I built everything by hand so that you can actually walk into the building and climb stairs, and it's just a tall building that I built. Now, if we walk here, I'm going to spawn in a helicopter so I can get to places quickly. I'm going to spawn in a red helicopter right here. Get in, fly. Here we go. So you can kind of see what the building looks like right now. I also have a helipad on top of this building. So if you follow the street here, you're going to see there are also pre-built houses. Now they're also just buildings. You can't actually walk into them, which would be if they wanted to add this into fly back a little bit. I'm flying too far. All right, it would be a very nice feature if we could actually walk into these houses. I'm just jump out. It'd be nice if we could actually walk into these houses. Again, these aren't houses that you can walk into, but they do look nice, and you can, as you can see here, you can spawn in. You can spawn in a house right here and build this house right like so. See, now it's there. And whenever you build something, you have to make sure that you save. So by saving, to save, you click on the pause button and you click save map. Now I just overwrite the last save each time I save, so that I don't have a bunch of saves. It kind of wastes space on my phone. So I just click the green save button here and click yes, and now your map saved. So make sure you want to make sure to save each time you build stuff or do something, because it won't save if you just kind of exit, and then if it doesn't save, all your progress is lost. So this is pretty nice. It's a pretty interesting game. I will probably build more stuff. I will probably be building more stuff in here. Definitely I will, because I can place down roads, and I kind of want to expand this town and make it very big, very nice. So yeah, if you would like to see me tour my town maybe in the future, or if you wanted to see more of building and creating stuff in this in the Sandbox game, make sure you let me know in the comments or if you leave a like, and yeah, I would greatly appreciate that. So yeah, so go make sure you go check out this Sandbox. I think it's pretty cool. So yeah, until next time.